안녕하세요. So today we're doing a brand new band. Well, new for me, pretty old for the world. They've been around since 2009. But before I jump into this, let's just address the elephant in the room and knock it out of the way so we don't have to do it again. One of the members of this group got in quite a bit of trouble last year. I'm not going to go into all the details, but after careful consideration, asking my followers, my subs, and blah 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 blah, I don't think the rest of the band deserves to pay for the sins of one member. So just know, going into this, I don't support any of the decisions that one member made. I never will. So let's just clear that up right off the bat so I don't have a bunch of comments. And while I don't want to give anybody any leeway or excuses to get away with awful things that they've done or anything like that, in the world of music, if we got rid of the music of every problematic person that's ever been involved in it, we'd be getting rid of half of the music that I listen to. So I did a little bit of research. I wanted to know what I was getting into here. And it seemed the first thing I found out was that you guys lost your other guitarist like a week ago. The FT Island fans must be freaking out right now.
My soul is dead!
I know what it's like to lose members of your favorite band, and it's just, sometimes it feels like there's no chance that they come back, and not that I want to be a downer, but a lot of the times they're never the same again. So, cross your fingers, hope that they come back the way that you want. I looked into the song Pray, and just to find out kind of what was going on at that time, and it seems like the band had, before the song came out, been traveling to Japan a lot, and the way that this article framed it was that they were going over there so that they could get their rock vibes out, because they felt like while they were in Korea, they kind of had to perform as this gimmicky idol pop band instead of what they really truly wanted to do, which was like a heavier, I guess, or just rockier style. But from my perspective as a musician, just trying to break out of that mainstream, you know the thing is working that you're doing, but you still have that urge inside of you to kind of break out of there and become something else. I offer a lot of respect to people that are willing to do that. You could be turning down money, you could be turning down career advancement to do what you feel is best, and that's a hard thing to do. So Jonghyun. Anyway, so let's check this out, man. There's no subs on this video, but I did read a bunch of the lyrics beforehand while I was looking into it. The lyrics kind of seem debatable as to what they mean, but based on where they were in their careers and what they were trying to change, I feel like I could apply those lyrics to their career trajectory and just wanting to break out of the current mold and move into something brand new. And feeling like the only way to get there is to have faith. Anyway, let's do this. Damn, those drums are a lot heavier than I expected them to be. It's a cool little riff underneath, too. Dude, this is way heavier than I was expecting, honestly. And the drums are just going ham right now. Dude, what the hell was that? Did you guys hear that? Right there, before it went into the verse, it almost sounded like there was like two sets of drums going on. One of them was the normal drummer, and then another one I heard like, it almost sounded like firecrackers in the background. Like, listen to this. Let's go back a little bit. Right there, you hear that? It made it sound nasty, though. What the hell? Suddenly switched to a ballad. Ooh. Build up. Now we got kind of like a pop punk chorus vibe going on. Like a late 90s, early 2000s American pop punk sound. But like one of the more emotional, intense songs. It's like the way that he's singing with it, it just makes it sound more epic. Yeah, like listen to that. Dude's got some pipes on him. Okay, so real quick, I'm noticing that there are some people standing outside, these guys right here with the masks on. They look like they want to be professional Japanese wrestler bad guys. It seems to me like the fact that they're wearing suits and they're watching them, and based on where they were in their career at this time, I'm wondering if they're supposed to represent some sort of like upper management. You know, the ones that are trying to keep them where they were instead of letting them find their true selves. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we're kind of like keeping with the pop punk vibe now, doing the palm muted power chords. Cool little slide there. There's an effect on it too. Drummer's pretty wicked, man. Oh, this is a new part too. This is where the ballady part was in the first verse. Oh, it's so intense. I love this vibe, man. There's so much emotionality to it. So much intensity. Just listen to the way that he's singing. He sounds desperate, you know, like he's pleading. And now this is, these drums are almost like the same ones in the beginning, where there's a lot of echo on them, but they're moved towards the back and turned up all the way. It makes them feel really powerful. That was them blowing upper management away with the rock sounds. You can't tell me otherwise. Listen to this guitar riff, too. It's pretty sick. Back to that ballady feel. We're definitely going back into the chorus, though. It's a good bass sound. I like the sound of it. Double time now. Add that, like, you know, you're coming to the end of the race. You gotta push it as hard as you can. Dude, I love this guy's makeup, man. It looks so cool. Dude, I love when he belts out these notes, man. It's like, you could just feel it. You could feel the desperation, like, in your soul. And I love the layered vocals here, too, with the backup singer. Really adds a lot to this end. It feels desperate and hopeful at the same time, you know? And look at it, they won. Unsurprisingly, I thought that was pretty awesome. This was more epic sounding. This is almost like a stadium song. Like, I could hear them. If they were singing in English, I could totally see this being played at a huge stadium, like Madison Square Garden type show. It's just got that epic feeling to it. I loved the emotion that they put into it. I loved the intensity that they put into it. This is the type of band where now I'm just so curious what they sounded like before this, before they went into this, like, because it didn't stay heavy the whole time, but the beginning of it was definitely very heavy. And if before this song they were kind of more poppy sounding, I'm so curious as to what that was like, because this felt so, I've only heard this one song, but this felt so them, like it felt so, like that encompassed what I feel like if I were in a band I would want my sound to sound like. Like, this felt like a title track, this felt like a discography top track, you know what I'm saying? Like, this felt like it belonged as their #1 song. Also, you know, they've been around for a while. I wonder what they sound like last year. Did they, like, come out with a comeback anytime recently? Let me know in the comments below. But, yeah, anyway, guys, that was pretty awesome. I hope you guys like this, because I would love to listen to another few songs by them. So, smack that like down there, subscribe if you haven't, and if you do, I'll do more. Alright? Cool. See you guys later. I'm Young.